Hi, welcome back to Ginger's Queer Box.
Give it to me like...
I am Ginger, your friendly neighborhood polyamorous chaotic parent. Today we're talking about polyamory and parenting. I'm going to address a couple of the questions that have come up over the years as we have explored polyamory and continued to parent our kid. The first question is, are you open with your kid? The short answer to that is yes, 100%. We're open with our kid about our polyamorous relationships. They have met all of our partners and have even spent time with their kids as well. We decided transparency in our relationships was really important. We want to normalize the different options for relationships so that they aren't stuck thinking that they have to be in that, relationship escalator, heteronormative, monogamous, relationship if that's not what feels right for them. Obviously, if my kid decides that they are going to be in a straight relationship and monogamous for their entire life, that's their choice, as long as they're happy. We're not pushing any agendas. We're just being open about our life. So we really felt that transparency was the key to help normalizing that relationship and to making sure that they know that there's no shame in our relationships and that there is nothing hidden. Everything is open and above board. They know my partners, they know my partner's partners, and everybody knows what's going on within our relationship bubble. And that was really important to us. So, question 2. How do you explain polyamory to your kid? We explained it to our kid as we would explain it to anybody else. We strongly believe that it's possible to have more than one romantic and intimate relationship at a time. We believe in consensual, ethical non-monogamy, which means that everybody involved in the relationship knows what's happening in the relationship. We explained that we believe that it's possible to love more than one person at a time, and that we don't expect one person to be able to fulfill all of our romantic and emotional needs. That different partners enrich our lives in different ways, and that's something that's really powerful and really beautiful for us. And our kids have been really understanding of all of that. I think that it is good for them to see that there are different types of healthy relationship dynamics, and that it's okay if your relationship isn't fitting into a particular mold. That the only sort of relationships that we see on media is not the only way that it has to be. So there's a lot more normalization that happens. Question number 3. How do you manage PDA in front of your kid? That is going to really depend on the relationship that I'm in. And that's going to be different for every relationship. For us, we've always been very huggy, touchy-feely, cuddle and hold hands with our friends type of people. So it wasn't a huge change for us to be doing that with partners. In the beginning of our relationships, we probably kept it a little muted just to kind of ease things in. And always we left open for questions from our kids, but we do the hand holding and the hugging and the kissing, and, it's not like we're having orgies in front of our children. This is normal levels of PDA that you would have in any relationship. So really, it's not any different. Question 4. Now, this was an interesting one. It was brought up recently. Do you inform your kids' friends' parents about your relationship dynamics? And the short answer was no. I don't outwardly, call them up and say, hey, just want to let you know if your kid is coming over to hang out that we're polyamorous. Just like I don't call them and say, hey, just so you know, I'm queer. But somebody asked recently if that's something that we felt like we needed to disclose. And I found it really interesting because I hadn't really thought about it. Again, because polyamory is just sort of normal for us and normal in our parenting, that I didn't really think about whether or not that's something that I should disclose to other parents. Ultimately, I don't think that it is necessary. I don't think it's really anybody's business. I wouldn't expect them to inform me if they were in a, non-traditional relationship, or if they were divorced, or if they were queer or anything like that. If I trust the parent, I trust the parent. And if I'm letting my kid go over there, then I trust the parent. So, however, I'm curious to know what other people's thoughts are on this. So, put your comments below, and let's have a discussion about it. Do you feel that it's important for people who are in non-traditional relationships to disclose that to other parents before letting your kids hang out? Inquiring minds want to know. Long story short, that's not something that we feel that we need to disclose. We don't really talk about it. We've had other parents come, and spend time with us when we were with more than one of our partners, and we just, are living our life. So there hasn't been any weirdness that's come up. So far, so good. So that's the answer to that question. Question 5 is, do you expect your other partners to parent your kid? This is going to really depend on your personal relationship dynamics. There are some relationships out there that there's cohabitation, there's co-parenting happening. In our relationship, the answer is, on the base level, no. I'm not looking to somebody else to parent my child. There's myself and my husband. We are our kid's parent, and we, decide all of those parenting things together, and we co-parent. My other partners are absolutely not expected to parent my kid. Now, that said, if we're out somewhere and my kid is being an asshole, I 100% expect my partners or any other grown-up with us to let my kid know that their behavior is inappropriate. They're not going to be dishing out punishment or chastising them exactly, but I absolutely, my friends, my family, my partners, if my kid is being inappropriate or doing something that is dangerous or harmful, yes, they're going to say, hey, don't do that. So that's not parenting. That's just adulting. As much as we don't always want to do it, we have to. The other aspect of parenting with kids is not parenting my partner's kids, but if there are burdens that need to be shared around, we absolutely do. For example, if we've got 3 different kids who are in 3 different sports that are all happening in different places on the same day at the same time, it 100% has happened, then, one partner will take kid A, one partner will take kid B, another partner will take kid C, so that everybody can get where they're going on time. And that's just division of labor. I don't feel that that's necessarily a division of parenting. So, maybe it's a fine line. I don't know. But it takes a village to exist in this world. And one of the most wonderful things I have gained from polyamory is just that extended support network. I've got support from my friends, support from my partner, support from my families. And sometimes that's, hey, can you help me out and watch my kid? So that's not really unique to polyamory, but it definitely is a wonderful bonus. So that is today's episode, Polyamory and Parenting. If you have questions about what it's like to parent in a polyamorous life, please go ahead and put those questions in the comments. If you have comments and answers to some of the questions that I've talked about, you know where to put them. And as always, if you have enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, turn on those notifications so you don't miss what's coming next, and we will see you next time.